Looks like a big Pampers. Okay.
Right, this is our new fan. Fridge out again.
Whee! Jesus Christ! You imagine what it's going to look like in a shower?
This was the thing I wasn't looking forward to. I know I say that all the time, but this has gone badly.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new vlog. We are back on the van build today. Well, we think so. We have just been discussing whether we have a day off because we have the new fan, which is turned up there. We have the mattress for the bed, which is turned up. We have the tiles, which are going to go on the wall if we can decide whether we like them or not. Are they going to get stuck on? And we have the pipes to connect the hot and cold water taps. But we need to go to the garage because I think that the plastic pipes that slots in the end, I think they're up there. So we may have to sort of scout out. But first thing I'm going to do is open the mattress and get it inflated. Right, so let me get the box out of the way. Now this looks like it's been wrapped the same as what a Simba does. Now we would have got a Simba for the bed, but it's going to be too heavy. And this says 8 kilos on the box. I think it's a lot heavier than that, so I'm going to go get the scales. Right, let's get the scales there. And plonk it on. 8 kilos. 19. Right, let me just do this differently. There's 8 kilos in the box. Right, let me get on the scales and then deduct it from my weight. 103.5. So the mattress weighs 19.4 kilograms. The box said 8 kilograms. So that has literally blown my, not my budget, because I actually budgeted 30 kilograms for this thing. So, not exactly as I'd hoped. I thought we'd gain some weight, but it's within budget. Right, let me open it. Right, hold on. Right. So we ordered 15 centimetre deep. Oh my god, it's wrapped like I've never seen anything like in my life. Looks like a big Pampers. Okay. Right, hold on. So where is the small bit? Oh, it's here.
What small bit?
The bit for the extension.
I didn't even know you'd ordered that.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's part of the mattress. So there we go. That's certainly not 15 centimetres deep.
Yeah, but it's still expanding though,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
does say you have to leave it 48 hours to get to its full height.
Careful with those scissors.
But that is... very squishy.
Squishy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's orthopedic though, isn't it, as well?
But maybe we should have gone for the thicker one. I'm thinking we've got the wrong size now.
Wrong size?
We should have gone thicker.
Oh no, I think it'll be fine. But it'll be even heavier then though.
Well, that's true. It's actually swelling up now.
Yeah, it will do, it will do.
So where's the orthopedic bit then?
Built in,
It's in a
presume.
zippable bag as well, look, so you can take it out and wash it. Right, so get on it and imagine that the underneath of that is the bottom of the bed. Do it on this side because it's expanded.
Yeah, I don't want to stop it expanding. Well, yeah, it's comfy that. I could sleep on that easily.
Well, you will be doing. It's definitely increasing in height as we watch
I
it.
don't want to lay on it too much because I don't want to
Let
stop
me
the
try it.
expansion.
Let me try it.
Get on your side as if that's where you are.
Yeah, the only thing that's concerning me is the lats. There's not enough depth to stop pressure in between the lats. I mean, it might do. We'll have to try it on the bed, but
That's quite comfy, isn't
we'll
it?
probably do. I mean, this end is expanded almost to full height. That end hasn't done it.
Yeah, we've just got to keep it there for a while now.
Right, let's get this off. I think it goes this way, like that.
So that's
And
the
then
expansion.
extent. So that's going to be the width of the bed, which is almost Super King.
Yeah. So his feet will be on that.
Let me just test. So if his head's near the back door, like that,
Perfect.
feet will literally be almost on the end of the extension.
Yeah. Comfy?
Yeah, not bad. I need to feel it when it's fully extended. It's not as firm as I wanted it, And I did pay an extra 40 quid for orthopaedic.
Yeah, but it's still expanding. You can see it's not.
But it's not expanded. Stop the squishiness of it. It's still quite memory foamy.
Right, this is our new fan, a Max Air.
So, unfortunately, we have to take the other one off the roof, and this is slightly smaller. So it's going to come up to, the hole's going to come up to about there. So we're still well within the metal to keep it screwed in, and we're going to glue it down as well. So once that's in the thing, we then have to do a full seal on these holes all the way around it, cake it in sealant, and then slot the new fan in.
Right, we're out and about. A couple of things we've got to just do while we're out. We're going to nip to screw fix for some elbow joints for the when the gas fitter is fitting the hob and oven and stuff like that.
Brass ones?
Yeah, brass ones. And then just up to the garage to get a little few bits that we need. We're not actually working from the garage today, we're coming back then.
Need some pipe work.
Need some pipe work, and then we've got a few jobs to do. I really want to see what that tile stuff looks like in the daytime to see whether we actually like it or not.
I like it more than the crap that's behind it.
See, I don't mind the one that's on now.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but it doesn't go with anything in the van.
So we'll see anyway.
It doesn't look classy. I mean, this new one is like, it's got a shine on it.
It does look much more quality, I must admit.
Yeah.
It's got shine, it looks glossy.
It's washable.
Washable, so we'll see when we get back.
Right, picked up the pipe work. Luckily, we had a lot more than I thought we did, so we're not going to be short on that. Next job is screw fix to get these elbow gas compression joints. £2.79 each, and they were $15.99 on Amazon each, so we're heading to screw fix to get them, and then back to the lodge. I'm going to put the heating on inside the van and do my bits and bats.
Bleeding freezing.
It is cold today.
And what did you just say? Should we go to McDonald's for lunch?
Yeah, I don't need to diet.
And I said no.
That's because you've put more weight on than I have. Lack of exercise for you.
I haven't put anything on since Florida actually, but I just haven't stopped eating more food. So
you haven't lost any since Florida either.
So my Fitbit is inspiring me, and I've got a little toy coming at the weekend.
Sake. It'll go back, I know it will. I know exactly what we've done this before.
I've got a treadmill coming.
A treadmill?
Because it's too cold. I went out last night to get my steps up when we got back to the lodge.
In freezing cold?
It was freezing, it was pitch black. It's always pitch black.
We have a treadmill on site that we can use at any time we want, and he's gone and bought one.
I can't just, not any time you want, it's not open 24 hours a day.
You can book it every single day if you want.
I think I'll book it now and you can do all work on your own.
Well, that's fine, it's only going to take me like 10 minutes anyway. If you want to go to a treadmill now, I know what will happen. We've had gyms before. We've bought full gyms. When we were in the old house, we converted one of the rooms into a full gym. We bought everything. We used it for hanging clothes on. We never actually used any of it, and it all got sold within 6 months. We do this kind of stuff. We buy a tent. We sleep in it once we sell it. We hope it doesn't happen with a van.
Well, yeah.
Job done. 2 of these little things for you when he connects up the gas, and that then will be the remainder of the gas systems all working, and we'll have a functioning gas hob and a gas oven. Right, we're back. I left Leigh at the lounge drinking a cup of tea, and he's going to walk back trying to get his step count up. First thing I'm going to do is we've got the piping from the garage. We're going to go in there. We're going to fit these onto the tap. So we're going to pull the fridge out, screw these on, and then clip the fittings on, fill the water tank, and then test. Oh, he's back. And test to see if the sink works.
That's expanded a lot.
It's still only 14 centimetres.
It's expanded a lot though.
I know. Right, are you ready to help?
Well,
E.T.
It's a bit cold out there. Fridge out again. Hopefully for the last time.
But it's not. Right.
So what's the job? What's the plan?
So we have to connect these to the inputs on these taps here, and then connect the ends of this to the relevant colours, fill the tank, charge the pump, and the tap should work. Right. I'm going to put the first leg of the hot pipe in and then run it to this one. The isolation tap is off at the minute, so it's not going to do much until it's all pressurised, but I need to get this into this frigging tap, which is tight as a duck's ass. It ain't going in. Right, need to rethink. Right, pressurising the system. Should take a few seconds. Oh, I think it might be refilling the boiler because we drained it, didn't we, before we went to Florida?
Oh, right, okay.
You might have to put some more water in because it's going to take 10 litres out of the tank. Right, so, ooh, the batteries are going on this. So, as you can see, I've connected the blue and the red. Now we need to turn the taps on, the isolator taps. So it's going to start the pump again as I do this. Maybe. And then this one here. There we go. Now we just need to check there's no leaks. And there doesn't appear to be. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing there. And now, the tap should work. Let's go cold. Whee! Not super pressure, is it? But
Yeah, but it's fine.
It's fine. Let's switch across to the hot.
It's only for when you do washing up.
Hold on, there's air in the system. There we go. Then the pump should stop. There we go. And let me have a look how much is in the tank. You need to put a bit more in, and then what we need to do is put the heating on for the water and test that the hot water runs from the tap. Right, just before we put the fridge back, because this will be the last time now we're under here, I've checked everything's not leaking, so before we put everything back, Leigh's just giving it a final hoover. All the tops of the gas pipes will probably need doing as well. I've actually just blown it out from the under cupboards, and then the drawer's got to go back in. Ooh, look at the dust on here as well. So after this, the plumbing system and the water system is fully complete. We just need to test that the hot water is actually hot. So we're going to leave that on. I've got it on boost up here in the control panel, which is going to be a control panel. It's going to be boosted for about 30 minutes, and then we should have hot water on the sink. Fingers crossed. And then once this shower door tray up at the top's done, we can actually get in the shower and try it.
Right, we've just run a cable from there, a wire, to here. Nick's just creating a, what is it?
I need a power tap for the ignition on this and this so it can light the spark. So we're going to run it off the power off the fridge. So I put a 3-port Wago on the end of the fridge, and I'm going to put a 2-port one on here. And then as soon as I've spliced this cable and fastened it on, I can connect it up to the power. If I do it now, it'll short it out and blow a fuse.
Alright, just screwing the
Fridge
into position, hopefully for the last time now.
Ooh, that's a bit far.
Wonky. Oh,
No,
right.
it's pushed the cabinet door. Right, let me just... and then redo it again.
Still a bit over.
It's a big gap where it screws in. You see it there? What it needs to do, because it's not, each time I do it, it puts it in a new hole. So it's, and if I just slacken it slightly, not quite.
Right, hot water test.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ! Hot
Is it
water.
steaming?
It burns your bleeding fingers off, and it takes a second to come through as well.
Let me have a feel. Well, don't put it on too hot, but...
Wait a minute. That's kind of like cold now. There, that's kind of like shower temperature. It's really hot still.
Wow, that'd be a nice shower. Obviously not in the sink, but went for the temperature of the water.
There, exactly the centre point. It's really hard to balance it actually. There we go. That's kind of warm. Perfect.
Right, Nick's next task is creating this black runner on the bottom, on the top.
Upside down.
Yeah, so we've just taken the screws out of here, which Nick put on.
Solid as a
and
rock.
it's solid.
And that's solid. So the magnetic caps will go onto there. We're going to fill this gap with some white sealant.
And now we're stuck with CT1, yeah?
Yeah, CT1, which is really good stuff. So I've got to mirror that shape and then get it up to the ceiling, put the door in, and then screw it in place. And then take the door out once I've measured the gap that I need at the top. And then when we finish, we'll slide the door back in this one here. And once it's fully fitted in place, we'll put a little notch in the end to stop it from coming out. And then we need to decide whether we want a shelf here.
Yeah.
And with the marks on the wall behind this.
We made the provisions for a shelf.
We'll have to get the video out and kind of
we've
work
covered
out
the
whether
marks.
it's like nipple height maybe. Right, so the first thing we need to do is to bend this flexible track. Right, hold on.
Is it got to be the exact same shape?
It's got to be identical. Problem is, this one runs under here by about 1 centimetre. So we need to kind of overlap it a little bit once we've done it. And it's going to spring back into position, that's the problem. Right, so the plan is, we got the curvature right on the bottom, we need to mirror it at the top, and I can't do it and bend it and hold it and keep it in that same position while I do it up there. So what we've done, we've put a little bit of masking tape that lines up with there, another piece that lines up with there. So if we screw this end to line up with that and to that, the bend should be naturally the same as that below, and then the rest we just wrap around. That's the plan. Oh, here we go.
First screw in.
Oh, that's correct. Right. Oh my god, you're not turn that heating off. I'm absolutely lathered.
It will freeze in a minute and goes, I put heating on. It's a very good heater, isn't it? Amazing.
Right, wait a minute, because this side needs a spacer, so let me just... Right. And this side.
Right, let me have a look at this heater while Nick's doing that.
This old problem's back again with this stupid bit end.
Off. It only needs like heating like a couple of minutes and it's lovely and toasty.
Right. Problem is now,
Careful with this.
we can't put the door in because it'll catch on the screws.
So we've just got to. Oh, so
So
we've
we
got
have to guess that it's in the right position. Oh my god, I'm knocking the top off. What temperature did you keep putting it on?
18.
18? It should be
Yeah.
an 8.
8 me ass.
Whew. Right.
So we've got to guess that it's in the right place. CT1 it and then.
Well, the only way to get it in now is to run it around the back here, which is going to be very difficult. And then we've also got the screw heads.
I can see why people pay people to build these things for them.
Wait a minute, it's caught on the pissing plastic.
Pits in plastic.
Pissing plastic. Right. Right.
It's difficult for me to help as well because it's such tight space.
Once it's in the runner, which is in, but it won't pissing slide. It's catching on something here.
Bit of dust or something.
Bit of crap. Wait a minute.
It's not. Hang on. Oh yeah.
Right, you just keep the top end in.
Yeah, it's in. Careful, careful,
Are
careful.
you following it around while it's in?
Yeah. Well, mine's going smooth. Yours in.
Yeah, no, because all the weight's on the bottom. Wait a minute. It's
Right.
never going to go past this point again.
Let me get my hands free. Right, managed to get it shut.
Oh, I'm sweating. Will you stop messing with that pissing heater?
I am. Put it on.
Jesus Christ! You imagine what it's going to be like in a shower?
Yeah, but it'll be cold in there because there's no vent.
I'm boiling now and the water's not even running. Right, can you pass me a screwdriver? I need to make some adjustments, and I also need some spacers, please, as well.
Screwdriver.
Grey ones. Grey
Spacers are here. Everything has its place, even though it looks a mess. Grey spacers.
Right, we've got the curvature matching the bottom and the top. Now what I need to do is get inside and work out how much, because it's actually a different height at this side, so we need to pack this rail down a little bit. Once we've got it perfect, we can then CT1 it into place whilst the door's in, and then just leave it to dry overnight and just make sure it's loosely moving, and then I'll leave the screws in and then remove the screws at the very last thing.
Then we can have a shower. A while later.
Not going to lie, that was extremely difficult.
Nick's just filling the top because it's a very large gap.
You're going to get things like this though in a van. When you order it, it does actually say that you're going to have to pack your ceiling. But there's nothing you can do about it because the ceiling of the van runs in a different direction. So we've packed it up with some packing slips. And then we just put some masking tape on the black trim just so we don't get white sealant on it. The CT1 Clear is absolutely crap. So if you are going to buy that, get a refund because it's rubbish. It's come off on the bottom thing. But the this stuff,
The white one.
the white one seems to be more porous, drier. The clear one seems to be more like jelly, and it just rolls off like you get on the back of a new credit card or something like that. So we've sealed that. Hopefully that will be
Sufficient.
dry by the morning. But whilst we're doing this now, we're going to put some masking tape on this and put a sealant strip in here as well.
Sealant.
It's not for sealing, it's just for tidying up.
For show.
Yeah, it's just to seal the gap between the L plate and the white wall.
And before it dries, just going to peel it off.
And it should leave a nice clean. Ooh, a little bit of spillage there and a bit there. But
Not bad overall, that.
a couple of bits where it's just overrunning, but I don't really want to attempt to get it off yet.
This was the thing I wasn't looking forward to. I know I say that all the time, but this has gone badly.
No, not
It's been fiddly and hard. We have to get the gap, because the ceiling kind of arches that way, we had to get the gap at the top wider this side than this side. So we've had to fill it with little spacers there. It's hard to see with my fingers in the way. And then because of the angle that the door goes around the track, the flexible track has kind of got too narrow and it's pinching the door. And also it's not low enough in this section. So what's happening, it's either popping out, or so what we've done is we've got the hairdryer and we've tucked these things under it, we've got the hairdryer on it, and we're kind of like making this a little bit more wider so the door will flow more freely. And then we've took the plastic of the outside, the protective plastic, so it's less rubbing up here. We're going to let all that dry. Worst case scenario, we take these off and it's quite loose, which is actually the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, if it keeps popping out of the track here like it has been doing, the CT1 down at the bottom didn't seal properly from this corner here all the way around. So we were going to put another like line of it around the outside edge just to seal it again, because we just spotted it because we didn't want water to be able to get behind it. So what we will do is we'll put a little spacer under that corner just to lift that track up a little bit to stop it from popping out at the top. And we've just put on the magnetic tape, which creates the door seal. So what we will do tomorrow, we'll take the back of the 3M tape off, shut the door, which then sticks to this black trim here, by which time this silicone sealant that we've just put in now will be dried, and then we can take this off. In fact, this can actually come off now. There we go, that can come off now here. And then we're going to get a PVC trim, which you saw on the vlogs a while ago. We were trying to bend it into shape. Well, that didn't quite work out. Yeah. So that thing there, it's too thick and it's too stiff. So what we're going to do is, I've seen one at a local builder's merchants, which is quite thin and flexible. So we're going to get a trim for there and a trim for the bottom, just so there's a bit of a lip. And then we can put sealant behind it, and that will also reinforce the track as well. And then once that's done, we can test it.
Is that it for today? It's getting a bit cold now.
What about the tiles?
Well, what do you want to do with them? Put them on or what?
Stick them on. We need to kind of decide, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, let's get them out on the packet and kind of like just
I need to go for a walk. I've already done 4,000 steps.
walk up and down. Let's get rid of the hairdryer.
We've just been drying the sealant.
We can turn the inverter off now, if I can remember which switch it is. They are labelled. Which one's this?
So,
Water pump.
put the torch on because it's just a little bit dark at the moment in here.
That's inverter. Right.
It does look a lot more quality, doesn't it?
Yeah. So so you've got to get them the pattern. There's these 4 at the top. So the next one will go in there like that, and then you stick them on. So what I want to do is just kind of position them as if we were going to stick them, just so we get a feel for it. I mean, I haven't bought anywhere near enough, so I'm going to have to get another pack at least. They're £43 a pack on Amazon, these, but you can actually take the little squares off.
Can you?
Yeah. the peel off. There we go. But they're going to be a bit of a bugger to get lined up and stuck. And we may stick them onto this wallpaper as well, although it is shiny, so I don't know how well they'll stick.
I still like the top one.
I don't. I hate it, in fact. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong way. So it goes on that way. That's why it didn't line up. Like that. And then next layer would be on top. Like that. That's more classy, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
When you look at it like that, let me just put another one on here at the side, and I'll hold two on together. The problem is, you've got to get these exactly lined up, or you're going to have gaps. There we go, like that. There we go. What do you think? I like it. Well, it's in my hand.
I can't 100%.
Right, you come and hold this. Let me have a look. Put your hand there at the top.
I like the boldness of the other one.
Pass me the torch. That's more kitchen. The other one's more bathroom.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, definitely.
They definitely look better. The bit that puts me off is the silver that's reflecting back, but I am shining a torch directly on it. But I like how it's got that glossy look.
Yeah.
It's whether it'll stick to that wallpaper. That's the question.
Well, we'll do that tomorrow, shall we?
And then if it looks good, what we might do is we might get some for in here and put them on this wall here, because we said we wanted something in the bathroom to give it like a feature wall. Put them in there. Looks very yellow at the minute because of the light, but what do you think?
I think it'll look alright once it's all on, and
they're going to be a bugger to do, I can tell you now, because you've got to get them interlocking and lined up perfect.
they're more weighty than the
I know.
wallpaper, that's for sure.
Maybe we should take the wallpaper off.
Yeah, but there's hardly any weight in that.
I've got something to show you.
I've got something to show you. That's what we're having for tonight's tea. I'm going to make it.
Ooh, good. Now come follow me. I've been busy. I ripped the old wallpaper off and put the new tiles on, and I've got to say, I bloody love them. Little spotty, but other than that, I absolutely love them. I've run out, so I need to order another pack.
Oh, you've run out already?
They're a swine to cut, and I mean a swine. But you can actually break the individual segments off and then glue them back on, so I've been using silicone sealant to put on the bits that I had to cut around here.
It looks classier because it's shiny.
Yeah.
It looks more expensive.
Yeah, does it match the van? I think it'll go well with that slat wall rather than that horrible wallpaper, won't it?
Yeah. I did like the wallpaper, but I like them as well. And like I said, the look quality.
Well, there's going to be an oak trim going around this edge anyway. And then there's going to be a plant or something in the corner, or a spice rack or something like that. This window here is going to have white plastic PVC and then trims on it stuck on all the way around. So there we go, that's all I've done for tonight. So those are the leftovers, which I can use to fill the tops in, because I'm not wasting full sheets on these little bits. So I'll do that, and I need to order another pack from Amazon. My problem is, because I've been putting these on in slithers, they've got to line up exactly on this corner, and I know they won't. So the plan will be, any deviations of them not lining up will be behind the tap, so you won't see it. What's for tea? Oh, the one you showed me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that looks delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
It looks amazing. You must give me the recipe.
Well, it's there. You can have it.
How we're being sarcastic. Right, so we're going to watch Christmas Carol with Guy Pearce, aren't we?
From 2019, it's a BBC thing, so it's on BBC iPlayer.
Very dark.
Yes, very dark. Lots of swearing and sex and stuff like that, which you don't usually get in a Christmas Carol.
No, it's a different type of Christmas Carol, but it's real. I've seen it. I saw it the other day, and I was shocked. So I've told you about it.
I saw bits of it while Nick were watching it. I'm like, I wouldn't mind watching that actually, because
it's very
nice
different.
To see a Christmas Carol that's a little bit different.
Yeah, it shows you a lot of stuff that happens that you would expect happens behind the scenes. Careful of the chicken that you throw on the floor.
It ain't no Muppets Christmas Carol.
No, it's not.
Nick's just getting dressed. He was chilling on the bed. We can hear something outside. I don't know whether it's outside or under the lodge. What the frig is it? Something scratching. What I don't know why I'm whispering. Maybe it's that big hare. We've got a big hare that lives in the garden here, actually. Let me dig in. Scratching bits of it. It's literally here. Well, let's go out and open the door. No. Why? Why? Open the window and I'll shine the torch out. I don't know if the camera will be big enough, but it's bloody loud. Open the window. Turn your light off. Light my torch on. What if it's a ghost? Well, you're gonna get shocked. What if it's Ebenezer Scrooge? Hold the light up. Hold the torch up. Well, nothing ran away. That means it's under watch. It were over there. Hey. It sounded like it were over there near you. It was. It might be a hedgehog. Oh, I love a hedgehog.
Yeah, it might not be at all.
Has it stopped making noise now?
Yeah, because we made noise. So it scared it.
I think it were a bit loud for a hedgehog.
Yeah, but if it were chewing something or moving something,
As long as it's not chewing a cable.
well, it's going to get a shock if it does.
Call me back if you're out. I'm off.
Shut your window.
Why? Welcome to the next day. Just editing the Disneyland Paris vlogs. Nick is just about to go out. Goodbye.
I'm on to B&Q to get oak trim for the worktop, CT1 for the skylight, and underneath the worktop where the light's going to go, I need a batten so we can put the light on the back so it reflects onto the wall. So I need to measure that. So I'll have to measure that first, and then I'll be back later. Welcome to the next day, the next afternoon. In fact, we've been out with a friend this morning for a little catch up and a bit of lunch. So we're now back. It is cold. Get that heater on, and we're going to attempt. Where is it? This.
Time to put the new fan in.
The new fan.
Which I did test last night. Doesn't squeal, so we're all good with that. We just need to get this out and the new one in.
So I'm not looking forward to this. So this is the new fan, Max Air.
We should have gone for branded to begin with, but we didn't. We went for cheap.
Well, we didn't
Buy cheap, buy twice.
Oh, and last night, whilst I was cooking, Nick did all this.
Fitted the tiles. Although I've run out, so I'm waiting for the next lot. And then this morning I've been to B&Q and bought an oak trim, which is going to stand on there. The problem we've got is the width of that doesn't cover that gap, so we might have to put some spare wood in there to fill it. And then when we put this on there, it'll just about cover it. You probably won't be able to see it. But first job, that out and the cassette out. Cut all the.
I hope this isn't going to take hours.
Well, you know that nothing's ever simple, so something will go wrong. Always does.
Right, something has gone smoothly for once. It hasn't taken that long to get this in. A bit noisy than the other one, isn't it?
No.
Opening, I think.
I have put it in the right way, Anna, so the air goes over the top like that, yeah. Thank God for that. I thought I'd put it in backwards then.
And there's no squealing.
That's running at 10%.
Yeah.
You can close the cowling to just have it as like a... is that an extractor? Yes, that's extracting air out. And then you can just turn it off.
Lovely and quiet.
And this one is clear, so
Yeah.
it lets in more
There's
light.
a bit more light in.
I cannot believe how smoothly that went.
Thank God. Next job, Nick has now is trying to get the shower rail correct.
It's difficult. You've got to get the spacing exactly right in all the full run of the track. And here it's perfect. Here's when it starts to go different. So I've got to raise the track slightly, and then that's perfect. So let's just run it round. That's a bit of movement there, so we need to pack that one up.
Right, we've put the glue now, and we've put the more spacers into the track. We're gonna have to wait till tomorrow for that to dry. Lee's just tidying up. So we've put these. So the problem we've got is, because the track bends at such a sharp angle, it's actually shortening the width of the track and it's pinching the door.
So what I've done is, there's two things we're going to do. First of all, we've glued the track in place because it's the right height and depth now for the door, so that shouldn't come out. We've got to wait for that to dry, and then I've put these spacers in to kind of bend the track open a little bit, and if that doesn't work, what we'll do is we'll get the hairdryer on it at some point, give it really, really hot, and then bend it and warp it into position. And then the guy who I bought the door off, he basically said if that still doesn't work, try running some sandpaper on the back to try and thin out the area, but we're going to put some grease in as well, and I think when we've done that it'll move pretty smoothly. I've put the handle on the inside, so the door does actually move. There's a screw there at the minute holding it in, so it is a little stiff, but because I've put the spacers in, it won't move. So there's nothing more we can do on the shower at the minute. What I have done is I've put the magnetic tape on, which catches with this magnet here, so when the door's shut it creates like a watertight seal. Once that's done, it's just cleaning it out, and then you can get in it.
Have a wish.
Yeah. So the next thing we're going to do is, before the tiles turn up, they're going to turn up from Amazon today. I'll fit them later on tonight. But in the meantime, I got these oak trims from B&Q this morning. So we got these oak trims. They were £16.47 a strip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them to the right size, up to there, right into the corner, and then we're going to put another one on this little bit here. I'm not sure whether they were 2.4 metres, and the width of that is 48, and this is 2 metres, so we may end up using a few centimetres into the next one. So that's the next job. Lee's just tidying up, and I'm so glad we've got that done. It was nice and easy, believe it or not. First thing ever that's happened easily. And we've now got the outer trim on it as well, so it looks pretty like a nice finish inside. Right, are you tidied up? Perfect. Just going to do these visible edges, so we've got nice smooth edge, so that will go there.
And we'll just cut the back one as well. So that's on. Well, it needs oiling.
Well, I need to get it out, and we need to sand the edges and tidy it up as well. A little bit tight behind the tap.
Very tight behind the tap.
It's caught on that light switch.
Yeah.
It's caught on the tiles and all.
There we go.
There we go. Cut, sanded, and oiled. Not fixed yet because obviously the tiles have got to go on. But you'll notice when I did the tiles last night that the back of them, it doesn't actually go right down to the bottom because I knew that the trims are going to be on there. So there we go. And then I don't know how we're going to stick them on yet. I've got to figure that one out. Probably clear sealant. That's going to be the best option. And then obviously we have to run a bead clear sealant in there to stop any water getting into it. But there we go. And it runs flush to the end of the bed. Hopefully it won't stop the bed opening. No, it won't. Thank goodness for that. So there we go. So now I'm at a loose end until the rest of the tiles turn up.
A little update on last night as well. Now that we're back in, I forgot to mention, we didn't find out whatever was making that noise under the lodge or at the side of the lodge. Yeah. So who knows? We do have, as I was saying last night, we have a really big hare that lives in the garden at the side of the lodge.
It's bigger than a dog.
I think it's got a burrow. Has it got a burrow?
I don't know, but if I find it, I'm filling it in.
I think it's got a burrow because there's a hole, and when we've been out shopping or wherever we go out to, and then we'll come back.
It bolts.
It's there, sat in garden, and it ruins it. It's massive. It's like a little small dog.
It's bigger than next door's dog, I think.
Well, maybe. So maybe that is what it was. So, just in a
Now-
couple of thumbnails, I'm going to have a cup of tea.
Now we can take all this to the bin.
Well,
We can take the mattress box to the bin. We can take the Max Air box to the bin. We can take...
are you sure it's only just been put in? I'd
works.
leave it a day or two.
And then this we're definitely going to keep because that's definitely going back.
Treadmill. Nick thinks I won't use it, but we'll see. Make me a cup of tea. I forgot to show this earlier when it arrived, I think. So this is the treadmill that I ordered from Amazon, £169. And it's just to help in the winter to get me steps in because, as we all know, it's a bit harder in the winter months to get your steps in sometimes when it's slashing it down outside. So I put it in here in the spare bedroom in front of the TV so I can watch some vlogs or something. And it's very easy to start. I've only got 2,000 to go to my 10,000 today, so it goes quite fast as well if you want it to. So I'm just going to stick a vlog on and put that up and get my next 2,000 steps in. We're just cooking up tonight's meal whilst I'm watching another George Michael documentary. I don't even know if I said it the other day. I was watching Freedom Uncut on Paramount Plus the other day, and I really enjoyed it. And there's another one on there called A Different Story, so I'm watching that one now. He had a very sad life. It's very sad watching it.
But he made billions of pounds or whatever.
It just goes to prove he's like an advert for money doesn't, and success doesn't always bring happiness.
No, but I'm sure it helps.
Not for him, it didn't. He lost the love of his life after 6 months through HIV and AIDS, and then he never recovered, and he's just had a sad life. It's a good documentary though. I think it's Paramount Plus. So we're having.
Ooh, it smells strong.
Yellow Thai style peanut veggie noodles, and that's what we're cooking up right now. Nick's got his
TJ's on. Because Amazon have decided today is going to be the day that they deliver it at 5 to 10.
I've done 10,000 steps. I shouldn't have gone on without any shoes. I was just trying it and I didn't have any shoes on, and I think I've got a blister at the bottom of my foot now. Let's get some just shoes springed off and running. Welcome to the next day. All snuggly in our umbrellas.
Umbrellas?
Dressing gown.
Enjoy an umbrella.
I'm just watching with my cup of tea a Life with Lisa vlog, and Nick is just running a
Christmas quiz for our members
on our Discord. I was winning. I've just dropped down to second place.
She's been pipped off by Sarah L.
Yeah. So Neil's not doing very well.
I know, we were a late starter and all.
Oh, so it's still going.
It's just a test, really, just to see how it goes.
So if you like stuff like this, check out our Patreon. We do quizzes and stuff.
They're all kind of now like, I've been kicked off kind of thing. There we go.
First job, cardboard to bins. Second job, we have to go to the builder's merchant in the local town to get a wooden batten for under the kitchen unit so we can put the light strip behind it. Then we have to screw it on, fill it, paint it, fix the lights, finish the tiles.
Go to the post office because I've got lots to drop off.
So we can do that when we go to the builder's merchant. We need to get a PVC trim now for the shower bottom to cover those black rails top and bottom.
I've got a blister on bottom of my foot
Well,
from running on the treadmill with bare feet. What a silly thing to do.
Yes. What do you think? Yeah, Zola Bud.
Right. First job of the day now we're back is to start on these tiles and get them all fixed to the wall.
If you remember earlier in the vlog, I did say we would have an issue there. We have, but the new oak trim is going to cover the deviation, which is actually hidden behind the tap.
Cup of tea for you as well.
Tap.
So I am getting more used to these. I actually really like that wallpaper, but I am getting more used to this because of the gloss. It looks 1,000 times more quality than the.
People are torn. I mean, I tend to find out that the people who are a bit of the senior generation prefer the wallpaper to the tiles.
Because I prefer wallpaper.
Well, say no more.
But I liked the wallpaper design, the pattern, but I didn't actually like the wallpaper. It wasn't white enough, and it didn't create enough of a wow. Now this looks quality. It looks like proper tiles, and it's shiny and glossy.
The problem with the wallpaper is it didn't match the contemporary look of other things.
I do like this.
it's a swine because the tiles can actually lock together as well.
So this from Amazon again. If you're interested in any of this stuff that we get from Amazon, because we get quite a lot from Amazon, Nick's putting it all on our Amazon store.
Bit by bit, not all at once.
Just as we get it all, yeah.
Right, this is going to be awkward.
But waste not, want not. Nick were going to throw the rest of the roll of wallpaper away this morning. I said, no, keep it. And we can line the bottom of the drawers with it and stuff.
Oh, what a good idea!
It's just wood under there in the drawers and stuff. So we will be using some of that wallpaper. So for all the people that liked that wallpaper, you'll see it whenever we get the cutlery cupboard out, drawer out. You screw it up. Why?
Because this piece is on, because it's a thin slither, it's not gone on straight, so the next piece won't line up. Right.
So
That's screwed up. So that has got to go on.
Is it easy to cut?
Oh no.
What? You've got to use this bit because
I've used the pattern.
What?
The pattern needs to be up.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I've screwed it doubly. That piece won't stick, and that piece I've cut upside down. It needs to go that way for the pattern to match.
Can it not be randomised?
Well, it is now.
Well, I think
Well, you can't really tell, can you?
That's fine. Randomised is fine.
It'll be fine.
Is it easy to cut?
No, it's a nightmare. Which is better than that stuff that I got from Timo, because the stuff from Timo were like...
What stuff? Oh yeah, some really
it were
horrible
like,
stuff.
It were like spongy.
Yeah.
Spongy plastic. But this stuff is quite decent, actually. We did look when we were in Lowe's in America, but couldn't find anything. But this is actually really good. Our friend Kerry found this for me. I'd looked on Amazon for months, and she just found it in seconds.
There we go.
I wonder how many years that'll be up.
It's just took all my fingernails almost to pull it off, and that's before it's actually a chance to adhere.
Right. Finito. Well, for now. So there we go. And Nick's already on to the next job.
Too long.
Too long?
Yeah.
So
Need to put the slither off.
putting this trim onto the bottom.
Oops, might be too...
Do you want me to hold this?
No. Well, maybe.
Careful on your leg.
It's fine. Ooh, fractured it back. Now then, that's perfect. The question is, how do we get that
To stay.
there while I glue it in position? Answers on a postcard, people.
CT1. We have to use that, aren't we?
That can't hold that.
Well,
Yeah, I glue it with CT1, but I've got to hold it in position
for how long?
till it dries.
What about them clamps?
Possibly. Yeah.
Shall I go get a couple?
No, it won't work.
Why?
Well, for a start, they're all at garage.
Mm.
However,
Yeah. Nick's brain's thinking now.
I am.
Cogs are ticking and
trying to-
twirling. We'll be back when he thinks.
gonna go with Lee's idea.
We found the clamps. They were here after
Yeah.
all.
So we're gonna go with that, and then stick that on there, and then I need you to put the clamp on now. Right.
Seems to be a bit of a kink there.
I know, I bent it. There's nothing I can do about it though, unless I take it off and bend it back. Can you? Is it noticeable?
Less so now, whatever you just did.
Well, I bent it back. Let me just... I don't want to push the track off, that's the problem. Right, what about that?
What that way? Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah?
Yep.
That looks really smart, actually. Right, second one cut. CT1 in place. Again, I need you to hold one side while I fix the other. Let me just... Right, you hold that there. This time, instead of using clamps, we're going to put some screws in. Just temporary screws to hold it in place.
But what? And then fill the screw hole.
And then fill the screw holes once it's dried. Because we will have to silicone sealant the perimeter of this as well, which I'll use with like white bathroom sealant. So let me just put that in. And that one's held. And then just put this one, you can let go, just here. Ooh,
shit. Like that. And that just needs to hold. Give us one more screw foot middle just to be on the safe side.
Amazon again. Got the what do you call these things?
Felt pad.
Felt pads for the bottom of the underneath of the bed for when it comes out, so
Just to stop it scratching the
yeah.
sink. So it's a bit too wide. This was the shortest I could get. I actually got a pack with loads in. The boiler's just kicked in because the door's open.
Close the door.
And then what I have to do is on the underside of that there is stick this. Dusty worktop. We need to oil this because you can see the oil where I stopped yesterday, look. Right, so it's going to be difficult. Problem is, I really need to get under to stick this on. To go around the back.
Around the back?
Yeah.
I do like that splashback now. I wasn't 100% sure, but now it's on and
I had the
glossy. Actually, it was Kerry, our friend, who had the vision.
I know, but when I saw it, I had the vision. I knew I liked it. Right.
Is that easier to do it like that?
Yeah, but it's frigging awkward to get in because I can't even see. Right, wait a minute. You'll have to guide me, see if it looks all right. Right, big question. How are we going to stick this? Well, I can put something behind there to hold that one in, and then maybe could do with another clamp.
Clamp? How was you going to clamp? Oh, you mean up there?
To clamp
There ain't any more, there's only them two.
We had 4, you should have in the box.
I'll go and have a look, but I think they're at the garage.
Let me put extra here because this is where it bows. This bloody gun's stiff to hold. Right. Now then, get that out of the way. There. Now, I need to feed this in all the way. Can you pull it away from the wall as we lower it? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Let go. Push up to the wall and then
Push up.
push up. That's it. Right. I just need something heavy now to put on there. What have we got that's really heavy?
I'll have a look. Tin of paint.
Right, push that up. And that should be sufficient to get that to dry. Now then, next thing. Put a widget, or a wedgie, in there using a bit of the spare stuff from this. So this one, I'm gonna... Where's the CT1 gone?
About there where you put it.
This one I can glue on. Just like this. There we go. And then just rub that in with my finger, get rid of that. And then this is the sanded, smoothed edge. Bit of fluff there. And then that just needs to be flushed up and then pushed up. There we go. And the little gap there, can't really see. So that finishes the splashback. Now then, the next job, we need to fix that batten under here, further forward, fix it to it, put the light strip on the back of it, paint it, and that then complete. I know. And then we'll do the windowsills and put the trims on, and then that completes the kitchen. Then once we've done that.
Right, putting this wood on, which the lights are going to go in this silver
On the back.
metal trim, and then that'll provide a nice glow, hopefully, in the kitchen. That is the plan, and we're
So-
just putting one on the end so that we can't see it in bed.
and then we're just going to fill it, and then Lee's going to paint all this and the track. That'll be fun.
Right, cup of tea, packet of hula hoops, and now we're on to the next job, which is, let me get my cup of tea out of the way. Nick's just cut this off some of that plastic.
So it's going to go, these are what we're going to use to line the windows,
window
which is a straight edge, that's the straight edge. So I've cut this one for the bottom of here. So that'll go in and that will be glued on, and then it will have a nice L trim plastic,
Which is here.
which we'll cut and mitre to the edges. That'll be all the way around. We'll do exactly the same for around the bed, and the bed will have a light strip like we've got here on the upside of it as well. When that's done, we've only got this to do, and then bits of decoration and the door, and we've got loads to do.
Then we can head off. CT1 coming in handy again.
Best of ever, this. That one clear. Right. And now, we've got to stick this side up. Let me just do a bit of sanding on this corner. Right, so this is the bit that's going to be
Visible.
which is a straight edge. I can't even tell. Oh, that's what I've just cut. That's the one that has to go to the window to be completely flush. So I'm going to put that in. Hold on, there's a bit of more that's not been sanded. Right, here we go. There. Like that. Doesn't quite go up to the window. So either the window's not straight or whatever. And then to give you an idea what it's going to look like, these are the wrong size. Oh no, that's the right size actually. It's going to go like that on there. Perfect. To create a frame all the way around, which will tidy it off. And then obviously Leigh will then tidy the window because it's filthy. There we go, all done. So as you can see, we've got, it looks a bit odd at the minute because it's blue, but as soon as that's dried and we peel that off, we just have to put some white silicone sealant in here, and the other sides there, and the top and the bottom, and then we get the trims mitered, cut and stuck on, and then that will finish the kitchen window. We then need to order a pleated blind, a blackout blind, which we have seen, so we just need to get that ordered. And
The window actually did come with its own enclosure with blackout blinds and a fly screen.
Yeah, but it was massive,
It was
and
too big, and it came out and it wouldn't have fitted with the tap.
the tap would have had to go forward, meant the fridge would have had to be forward.
It's a shame, but we can't. But we'll make a zone.
Yeah. So there we go.
Oh, what?
I've just thought.
I hate it when you say stuff like this.
Well, hold that. The window is like an angle like that, which means the blind's going to dangle here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Get them cogs working.
Right, a number of hours later, the van's done for tonight. Tomorrow we should get the... let me get some better light, hold on. Tomorrow we should get the shower completely finished and washed down. Take the plastic seals off the door. Hopefully finish the windows tomorrow, and we'll do the bed inlets as well because they're quite easy to do. Then we'll put the mattress in once we've tidied up. I've ordered some new LEDs because the ones that are in there are too bright, and when you dim them it plays havoc with the camera, and we can't have that. So I've ordered some more. They should be here tomorrow. What's next? Once the window shelf things are done, I've got some lights to put in the bedroom. Again, I don't know what I'm going to use in there yet, but I'll put all the wiring in. I have discovered the reason why the cab lights don't work is because I've took the unit out. There's actually corrosion. You can just see it in the centre there, right there, where that round ring is. And that's caused by the aerial leaking water onto the PCB. Now these things on eBay, they are £249 for a replacement. Ooh, I've just dropped something. So we won't be putting them in. We'll probably just disconnect that and probably just put some LEDs in. So unless I can get a second-hand one from somewhere, but even second-hand ones are £249, I ain't that bothered about internal cab lights, so we'll just leave the ports disconnected in there. So it's been a hectic couple of days trying to get everything done. I can hear Leigh is on his little motor thing, his treadmill. Let me just go in and see what he's doing. Are you running?
Well, not running.
Oh, he's baking in here.
No, I'm bloody baking. too hot.
I wonder how long this is going to last.
I need to sort of, well, tonight it's going to last another 2,000 steps, because that's what I've got to do.
Well, I'm going to have a bag of crisps. Right, finish the vlog.
Thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, turn the notification bell. Drop us a comment below. It's Vlogmas!
Scan the QR code. Scan the QR code.
Vlogmas from the next video.
If you're not subscribed, scan the QR code on the screen now. Open your phone, put camera pointed at it. It'll take you straight to YouTube to subscribe. Nice and easy, completely free.
It's time!
Vlogmas tomorrow then, yeah?
Yes, on the next vlog.
So check out tomorrow's vlog where we have got a brand new...
Christmas tree.
No, we haven't. A brand new
Vlogmas
Vlogmas intro.
intro.
Right, say goodbye.
Bye.